Welcome to the 2023 Coaching Summit. This Coaching Summit is brought to you by us, Zoe Hawkins and Joe Wheatley from Ingood Company, a global coaching training organisation. It is our mission to make coaching as accessible as possible to as many people as possible, and this Coaching Summit is one of the ways in which we do that. If you'd like to connect with us outside of this summit, then please follow us on Instagram, connect with us on LinkedIn, or join our Facebook group, The Coaching Crowd. We encourage you to share your learnings from these sessions and tag us in our social channels so we can share in the learning with you. But for now, sit back and enjoy the session. We can't wait to hear what you think.
Very warm welcome, everybody. Good to see you here. I'm Jo Wheatley. I'm one of the co-founders of Ingood Company, along with Zoe Hawkins. We are the people that have created the Coaching Summit for you and have the pleasure of being able to introduce you to the amazing speakers that are sharing their knowledge, skills and experience with you over the course of this summit. I am really excited to introduce you to Johanna, Parnis, England. She is a business coach helping leaders on their business journey. So if you're starting a business, making a career change, or facing challenges, her coaching will provide you with clear, practical steps to guide you through the transformation. And she's going to be demonstrating that to you today. So it's a very different session to the other sessions that you will have experienced so far in the summit. And she's brought with her Anna, who is going to be the coachee for the demonstration today. So the demo will be about 20 minutes and there'll be space for Q&A afterwards. Stay till the end today because Johanna is offering a coaching session with her free of charge. And all you need to do is email her by the 15th of July in order to be able to enter into that. So enjoy this opportunity to see behind the scenes or see a real life coaching session in practice. Over to you, Johanna.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon, everybody. I'm just going to share my screen. So a very, very big welcome to you all today. And it's really motivating to see so many of you. I hope that you will find this presentation interesting, and it would be really great if you could engage as much as possible when prompted. So today's session is somewhat different because I've opted to do a live demo. So I'm really pushing myself out of my comfort zone. And if I had a heartometer, it's going to jump out of my mouth. I tell you, it's beating like crazy, but I'm embracing this. So before starting the demo, I feel that I would like you to get to know me a little bit. And so I'm just going to share one slide about myself and my journey and the story and what got me to coaching. So I was born into a family of 3 brothers, and back in the day, being a female, I wasn't expected to end up in the boardroom. But that was not my plan was different, and I made my way into the organization and climbed up the ladder in 2 ways. 1, I climbed up the ladder of the company, but 2, I climbed up ship's ladders, and because of that, I was the first woman who was actually allowed to enter into the port of Malta in order to be servicing big cargo ships that would come and discharge and load cargoes. And so I had to get a special pass on condition that I wore trousers. So our organization was incorporated in 1899 by my great-great-great-grandfather, and it survived 2 wars. And today, my brothers and I are transiting the organization into 5th generation. My diplomatic experience as honorary consul for Turkey in Malta gave me an insight into relations between countries, bilateral agreements, trading agreements. Turkey being such a big trading partner of Europe, it was very interesting. It's also on the humanitarian side. I was involved in helping people that would come to Malta, would perhaps have a problem, lose their passport, sometimes end up in prison for whatever reason. And I was the person at the other end of the phone. This was for no money. It was an honorary position, the honor of representing a country, which it was. Sitting on boards is also onerous, so this requires continually updating oneself with corporate governance and responsibility, etc. Sorry. Volunteering has always been really close to my heart, especially supporting and helping people stuck in drug addiction, vulnerable women and children. I live partly in Malta and partly in Croatia because my husband is Croatian, and that is where I do most of my philanthropic work. I have raised hundreds and hundreds of thousands of euros helping people in need. And this is quite a challenge in a country which is not my home and in a language which I have worked very hard to learn and have had to speak on national television in Croatian language a number of times. In terms of coaching qualifications, I wish to single out Joe and Zoe's fantastic emotions practitioner course, which has really helped me in learning how to understand, acknowledge, and accept emotions in myself and support clients during coaching sessions. Because emotions do come up very often, even in business coaching sessions. And I feel so much better equipped since having done the course. I used to panic at the beginning if someone would mention fear or lack of confidence. I was like, oh my God, now where do I take that? But the course helped me, and it's a wonderful course. For my master's degree dissertation, I suppose you can guess that my dissertation was focused on succession in family businesses, and the hypothesis being that the large majority of family businesses do not survive past the third generation, which makes me proud to be transiting to the fifth. So that's enough about me, and let's move. I chose this title today because coaching is about change. People come to coaching because they recognize that there is something they would like to change, and that requires bold action. Stepping out of my comfort zone and pushing the boundaries is often very scary. I have been in these situations many times and felt lost. And back in the day when I was starting out in my career, I would have really embraced coaching. When I was growing and developing my leadership skills, I would have loved to share some, issues, problems, etc., with a coach. So this is what brought me to coaching. And it was during COVID in 2019, when I suppose we were all stuck at home in lockdown, and I felt that I needed a little bit more meaning in my life. And this brought me to coaching. So my mission and vision is to give back to the business community, which I love, I am very passionate about, and I just wish to help young professionals in developing and growing themselves in their roles. So what are your expectations today? What has brought you to this session? Would you like to share in the chat? That's nice. Curiosity, to be inspired, learn and grow. Yes. Thank you for sharing that. To be inspired. Great. I hope that you will be inspired. I really hope that I will inspire you, because coaching is a great, really, really good practice. Really, really. And just a little bit of curiosity on my side. Does anyone here today have experience as a coachee or as a coach? Both, yes, both. Nice, okay. Wonderful. Yes, both. Okay, Super. Okay, let's move to the. So today, my role, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get the chat box out of my way. There we are. Today, my role is to demonstrate a short live coaching session. So generally, a coaching session would take 60 minutes, and I am going to shrink it into 20 minutes. So this is because I really wish to try to share the whole circle from beginning, from setting of the goal to setting the commitment and way forward action plan. So I'd like to thank Anna. She will be introducing herself, who has very, very kindly showed up today to be the coachee. And this takes a lot of courage. I really am very grateful. Today, your role would be to kindly switch off your video camera during the demo, to immerse yourself into the demo, and share your reflections at the end. Perhaps you can think of what would you bring to coaching, what would you wish to share, speak about, etc. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I'm going to kindly ask you to switch off your cameras, and I'm going to ask Shirley to spotlight myself and Anna. Thank you. Welcome, Anna. You're muted.
Yeah, cool. Welcome. Thank you, Johanna, for inviting me for the session here today. I have a stage fright, I must admit, at the beginning.
That is very, very natural. So just take a few minutes, take a couple of breaths, relax. And I'm very grateful that you've showed up today. Would you just like to say just a couple of, introduce yourself to today in your professional capacity?
Just one or two sentences. I'm a business professional with around 15 years of experience, out of which 10 in the marketing field, 3 years in the HR, and the other years are dedicated actually to the business development. I also have some entrepreneurial experience, so it's very diverse, and it's brave in a way, but somehow I still need some help and encouragement.
Okay, thank you, Anna. Thank you so much for that. So tell me, what topic have you brought with you today?
Well, actually, the topic. So, despite of diverse business experience and many clients and developed communication skills and business knowledge and skills as well, I still have some issues when it comes to advocating for myself. So I would really like to be braver in that field.
Okay. So when you say advocating for yourself, what comes up?
Well, it goes into direction of communicating more clearly my strengths, my visions, my ideas maybe. It goes also into direction of more risk taking rather than building alignment and relationships with people, with clients, with teams, with colleagues. Actually being brave, taking risk, and stating my ideas more firmly.
Okay, so being brave, taking risks, stating your ideas more firmly. So Anna, today we have 20 minutes. What would you like to take away with you at the end of this session?
I would like to get the feeling, of, being able to present myself in a genuine way, in a new way, in a way that is, more courageous than the present one.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So if you had to articulate the goal for this session, what would be the essence of the goal?
The essence of the goal would be, to find, a genuine voice, my genuine, my true voice, because that way, I would be immediately ready to stand behind it and present it in another way.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So would it be fair to say that would it be okay to say that the goal today is to find my genuine voice?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Anna. So what is happening in terms of, you talking and wishing to find your genuine voice? What's going on right now?
Mm-hmm. Well, I would say that this is a period in my life where I'm, on the bridge, so to say. Children are still small, but not that small. So, I mean, they need me, but I have some free space that I can dedicate, to develop myself and to create some new purpose and vision. I'm for a few years now in the company, employed with the same company. So I know the procedures and I know the clients, and I like the job. And in the same time, I have the freedom and possibility to make some changes and improvements. So I would say, and I have uh, a steady partner for many years now who is supporting me as well, and steady and great friends around me. So I feel that this is a perfect timing to make a change, and I'm struggling to cross that bridge and to take the next move.
So what is the struggle?
Well, there is a tons of fear.
Fear? Yeah, what else?
There is excitement as well because of the new
Uh-huh.
opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
um, there is a lack of self-confidence.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm bringing all the emotions that you mentioned at the beginning.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And there is joy, because of the excitement, because of the new opportunities, and well, so it actually mixed emotions altogether. I would
Mm-hmm.
dare, but I don't dare. So I'm dancing. So one step back and one step forward. So I feel that I'm stuck at the same place.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what would it take to become unstuck?
Probably it would take, to find the clear goal, to make the vision clearer, because then it would push me not to think about about fear, about a lack of self-confidence, about all the emotions that are keeping me in the same place. Um, yeah.
So how does fear feel?
It feels like a huge weight, like I have a big rock, on my back, and I cannot move. And sometimes it appears so spontaneously, I cannot control it. Sometimes it's appear, during the night, with some crazy thoughts, and then if something doesn't go well as planned with the clients, then again, that there is a fear. I just feel it, how I feel, how it arises. I feel the level
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
of the fear.
And
And
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and in the same time as it arises, then the rock pushes me down. It just pushes me towards the earth, and I feel smaller and smaller
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
stuck.
Mm. So Anna, if you had to give this fear a color, let's think about, a traffic light. We have red, which is car stops. We have amber, which means, okay, you know, you may pass quickly, or green. That's okay for me. What would you give this sphere? Is it a red? Is it an amber? Is it a green?
I would say, you know, in the same time, it's red and amber, because it makes me stop myself, but in the same time, it's challenging because I know that it's not a vacuum. That I know that there needs to be another step. I know that there is an amber light following. So I just feel stuck. I need to, you know, make the first step to. I need to see the amber light clearly, you know, to get out of the situation.
Okay. Anna, what about lack of self-confidence? Self-confidence. Where would you place that in this traffic light? Red, which amber, green?
That one is amber, and I feel it just around my throat, and I think that one is connected to the, you know, to genuine, to expressing myself in a genuine way, because sometimes somehow I feel that it's choking me, you know, it's here. And when there are regular procedures and the things that I'm confident with that happen many times, and you know, where I have some ideas, you know, how to resolve it, then it's green. But you know, when with some personal things, with some new things, I just I feel stuck.
Okay. And excitement, how is
It's
that?
green.
Okay. And joy?
Oh, green for sure.
Green. Okay. So, Anna, which of these emotions, fear or self-confidence, would you wish to explore further today?
You know what? I would go with the self-confidence thing, because it's almost there. It's amber. It's not, you know, that red, and I feel that it would be, you know, the very. It's a grateful, you know, position, you know, to make some changes, some visible changes.
Okay. So, Anna, who is Anna when she is self-confident?
You know what? That person has a sense of humor. She is relaxed. She is, you know, she's friendly. She just, you know, enjoys life with her full lungs. She doesn't hesitate to do anything. You know, she doesn't think twice. She's a risk taker. You know. She's
Okay.
curious. She has multiple interests. You know, she just loves the life and the world and people, and she trusts everyone. You know.
Yes. It's, I can feel it's coming through the screen, this energy, relaxed, friendly, enjoys life, etc. And who is Anna when she's less confident?
Well, actually, then she's afraid. Then that Anna is afraid. Then that person is stuck. Then um, there is no vision. There is no clear picture. You know, there is no sense, no purpose.
Something else?
Mm, that's it.
So what does the afraid, stuck Anna need to become the relaxed, friendly Anna? What is she? What does Anna need?
Well, for sure, I I think it wouldn't harm to have supporters, and at the same time, I'm not calling them. I'm not inviting them, you know, for action. I'm not sharing these fears. I'm not sharing them. You just made me realize that I'm not sharing them even, you know, with my partner. because I play this role of a person who always has a solution, who is responsible, who is, firm and calm and, very, who knows it all. So it will ruin my image to ask for help openly.
So what are you becoming aware of?
Oh, well, if I don't ask for help, how could I get any supporters or any cheerleaders? Yeah, probably at some point, friends will understand, but it could take ages.
So who could best help you?
My partner. Yes.
So what would it take to reach out to your partner for the support?
It would take some open conversation, and also, but that would mean that I would need to accept that I'm also being wrong at some, points. Yeah. Well.
And what would it take for you to accept that you've also been wrong at some points?
Disappointment, just it would be a huge disappointment of myself, and I'm afraid that he would be disappointed as well. Although, on a rational level, I mean, we are for 15 years together, so I know he won't be, but somehow there's a fear.
Okay, so what bold step could you take to overcome that fear and share your challenge?
Well, maybe by, starting the conversation by admitting that I'm also, that I'm not right all the times, and that I don't know everything, and actually, but just being honest and being non-judgmental towards him and nor towards myself. Just accepting the situation as it is. And you just made me realize actually that the fear of disappointing others is one of the major forces that push me, throughout my whole life to achieve many things.
So how does that fear of disappointing others obstruct you from achieving what you wish to achieve?
Because at the same time, if my focus is, you know, uh, if I focus on the others, then, I cannot be focused on my needs in the same time simultaneously, So it just turns out that actually I really don't know what are my needs and my desires. And therefore, it's not that easy to, to achieve them.
What belief, perhaps, is holding you back from being, I wish to just say your goal, from presenting yourself in a genuine way? What belief is limiting you, stopping you?
What if I decide to present myself in a genuine way? What if I dare, and then it just becomes unsuccessful? And then it's, what if, I cannot afford it to myself. I know how it feels, and I really don't like the feeling. I just don't want to appear that way also to my friends and my family. So I rather enjoy the steady image that I've built, you know, no matter what.
Mhm. Mhm. So what can help you take a step into being, voicing the way you are? What could help? What can help Anna? What needs to happen for Anna to be able to speak her mind and not feel that she's disappointing others?
An open conversation with my partner could really help for the beginning. And it could help also to remember the times when I wasn't as successful and actually we stayed together. He didn't love me less because of it. I didn't lose any friends because of it. And it could also help, just to realize that it's part of life. It's normal. It happens to everyone. And it's also not that I'm, leaving friends because they are not. Uh, I know they have some struggles or pains. I mean, no, no way. So it would just help me realize, no matter what happens, there is always, a circle of people that are my people.
Would you like to embrace those people?
Yes, very much.
Okay, so Anna, what little step can you take towards your goal?
I think I haven't write diary for many years now, 20 something. So I think I will write down something today before I go to sleep. I will, that could be a great beginning point, to start with myself,
Yeah.
to start being honest with myself. Maybe to even to number all the things where I failed and to laugh at them. And then I could invite a friend that we love so that we can laugh together.
How does that sound? So how does that sound to you to take this as a first step?
It's really, I just feel that the weight is off. There is
Uh,
no more, the stone has disappeared.
oh, Anna. So is it too much for me to ask when will you actually? I know you said you were going to take the step this evening. Okay, so how committed are you to taking that step this evening? Out of 1 to 10, 1 being the least, 10 being the most.
10, very much. And I will let you know tomorrow morning.
Oh, Anna. So Anna, we're coming to the end of this session. I would just like to ask you, what has this conversation given you?
Oh, I'm grateful. I'm really grateful. And it wasn't that easy to open at the beginning because of the audience. And at some point, I even thought, oh my God, now I'm going to break and start to cry. It will be a complete disaster.
No.
But since, there was the opportunity and the permission for myself to disappoint myself and the others, and that they won't leave. So I felt a relief immediately. So it was really, it was great. I just loved it. Thank you so much.
I would like to really, really acknowledge you and thank you, Anna, for your bravery, your boldness, for coming here and really sharing a true, a topic that's of course close to your heart. And I'm very grateful, and I hope that it's been helpful for you. And is it okay for us to end the conversation now?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. I would just like to give Anna a round of applause, because that was very brave of her. And Anna, that was absolutely so brave of you. Thank you very much. So I would like to ask for reflections. If you could share in the chat, please, this very powerful coaching session. And thank you for sharing. I'll just look at looking at the chat here. Inspiring. Thank you so much in 20 minutes. It was an inspiration. Thank you. Felt like a dance. Thank you. Thank you very much. Inspiring. I love how you held the space for her, met her with warmth. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, I'll just move on to, because I'm very aware of the time we have together. I just wanted to share just two reviews. I'm not going to read them out. Just pick out what I liked in these two reviews. So I work globally, mainly in Europe, but also in Middle East and outside of Europe. So this review was from Anna Elise, who lives in Estonia. We worked together at the beginning of the year. And what I liked about this review is her mention of my extensive business experience, which made her feel safe. And she said that I am an excellent listener. And I'm really not so sure that my husband would be in agreement at all. But I'm very happy, very, very thankful for that, for that review. And another one from Irena from Czech Republic, who came to me just as she was transiting into head of HR department in her organization. And she worked so hard on her leadership skills, including new techniques for decision making and supporting her new team, etc. So I just wanted to share just these two, which I've picked out because I felt very, very kindly towards them. I'm going to skip question time just for the second and go back. So just what I was just wanting to say that I thanking you for joining. And today I'm just, as a complimentary introductory one, I'm offering to anyone who has participated today a complimentary introductory session. The offer is open until the 15th of July. So all you need to do is email me. Here's my QR code. It will take you directly to my website, my LinkedIn, WhatsApp. I love WhatsApp because it's so efficient. So you could just send me a WhatsApp. So that's with regards to the session. Now I would just like to stop sharing my screen and invite question time. If anybody has any questions, it would be really, really nice to have a few questions.
Johanna, I'll just step in there for you. So what is a typical coaching journey? How many sessions would be a good start?
Okay, thank you for this question, Sarah. So a typical coaching journey is usually 6 sessions. So the way I work, I can speak just for myself, is that first I meet up with the client for a 45-minute chat to see what they're bringing, what is the reason they would like to go to coaching, what is it that they're struggling with, a little bit of background of their business, their professional position, maybe, their goals. And then I suggest that we meet once every 3 weeks over a period of 4 to 5 months, but it's totally up to the client how often. But I do ask client always to commit, because it's a coaching journey experience is something that one must take really seriously, to work on themselves and bring bold issues with them to overcome them.
If anyone has any more questions before we go. There's lots of lovely comments in the chat, Johanna, for you, Anna, as well. So I'm sure you'll take great pleasure in reading them. There's a lot of love for Anna. They're just about being open and brave. So thank you, and commenting as well on your coaching skills. Anna's just basically the power of coaching, as somebody has pointed out. So yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and a big thank you to everyone for coming, and have a nice rest of the day.
That's fantastic. Thanks, Johanna, so much. And thanks to everybody for joining us today. Just another powerful session. It's just, this coaching summit has just blown my mind, as I'm sure it has for quite a few of you as well. So yeah, just amazing community that we have here. It's just fantastic. We'll be closing down this Zoom session shortly. We have another session on at 2 o'clock, and then our final one at 3 today. I kind of don't want it to be over, really. It's a bit sad that it's going to be ending today. If anybody needs to get in touch with any of our speakers, oh, sorry, Johanna, can you just share your details again on screen just before we close off? Someone's just asking for that. Any questions, please feel free to pop to our Facebook group, which is closing on Friday, but all our speakers will be sharing their resources in there. And if you need to get in touch with Inga Company, just send us an email. Johanna, just let Johanna send that up for you before we close. Fantastic. Yeah, we've got that. Brilliant.
Okay, well, thank you very much, everyone, and take care.
Thanks so much.